Well, after 2+ weeks away from the shop, I'm back. Time to get some more work done. With the bodywork coming to a close, I need to make this thing mobile because it needs to get to the frame shop. So next is to burn the new perches on to the axle. So I'm going to tack these in place. We've double-checked measurements. Cam came out today, helped me double-check some measurements, helped me reset my pinion angle, make sure that we're good to go on that, which we are. And did the side-to-side measurements and cross measurements, and I don't know, measure 3 times, burn once. That's what we're hopefully doing. So I'm gonna fire up the welder, tack this thing in place, and then take the steamrollers back off so I can get up in there good, take the U-bolts off, and get those things burned on there solid. So, wish me luck. Let's get that done, and then I can bolt this thing back up, and we'll be solid in the rear end section. And then we'll set the bed back on it. Probably do some adjustments, maybe put in some blocks in there to lower it and try to get it fairly level, because I want to have it sitting close to where I'm going to have it when it goes to the frame shop. And so when it comes back from the frame shop, everything will be ready to roll. I'll have all the body on it, make sure that the bed aligns right, make sure that the front end aligns right, make sure everything lines out good. And this thing is going to start being mobile. If I'm not careful, I might be able to hit the key, put it in gear, and move it around. Wouldn't that be cool? You know, it's only been 300+ days. Let's keep moving. All right, so we're tacked. We are lifted up for easier access. Let's burn it. Got it welded up. Solid and good burn, yes. Pretty, no. Never claimed to be a pretty welder, but I guarantee you're not breaking that loose. She's burnt in well. So, time to get U-bolts and everything back in it, and get the steamrollers back on it, and drop it on the ground. Actually, might drop it on the ground without those to put the bed on. The boys are going to be here tomorrow. Super Bowl Sunday. Go Birds. They'll help me put the bed back on it. And we'll see how it looks. Get you guys a shot of it with the bed on it. What do you think? The rear is not quite down far enough, but the front is. It is sitting on its own. No tailgate on it, obviously, and that tailgate holds some weight. But I think we're still gonna have to do a block of some type, and I am going to have to use the notch kit, the C-notch kit. We're sitting right now with about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches before there's any contact between the frame and the rear end. But I need at least 2 more inches in the back. I don't know, I'd like to be here, sitting here. So we'll get there. We'll get there. But I need to get the bed back on it because it was in the way. And I've got a lot of work to do over here. This, unfortunately, will be on hold for a bit. Got some other work that is out of my control that needs to get done. But as far as me working on it, not going to be for a while. Well, I lied. Back on the truck again tonight. Couple more projects I need to finish before I put it, slide it slightly to the back burner. So show you what I got going on tonight. We are doing the lowering block. So I got a 2-inch block. I got on Amazon and I was looking around and then did a search, and it popped up that my local Advanced Auto Parts had this in stock. So I went and got it. I mean, it's your standard run-of-the-mill, universal, very universal, 2-inch lift/lowering block. Let's not lift it, let's lower it. So I got one of these in before I turned on the camera, but it wasn't easy. So as usual, nothing is. But of course, I got going, and the hole in there for the center nut and bolt for the springs, the hole was too small. Not by much. I mean, by just a little bit. I probably could have forced it on. These being aluminum, it probably would have went in. But I went ahead and bored it just a little bit. I just got a reamer out and took it in just a little deep. So it sits good now. So we're good there. But then my next challenge was the pin at the top of this block was too small. It wobbled around in there more than I liked. It probably would have been fine again, but it was a little bit too much for me. So I made a bushing. These are aluminum, and this little bushing is aluminum. Just a thin bushing to go around there to take up that slack. So I've got the other side in, as you can see over there. So I'm working on getting this baby in here. Because honestly, it's cold tonight, and it's just kind of a miserable night. And it was a good night to be out here and get a little work done. But I so want to see this thing sitting level, and this should level it. So let's get this one in and see if we can get some tires and wheels and drop the lift back down. See how it looks. Stay tuned. You know that tingly feeling you get when you find that spot? You know that spot? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you thinking about? I was talking about the stance. When you find that stance, the perfect stance for your ride, where the hell was your mind going? Anyway, I found it. That 2-inch block nailed it. Check this out. This is where I wanted to be. Now, my only thought/problem is this has just been up and down and up and down. Sorry about the plastic and the noise, but all this is going to settle. So that concerns me a little bit. But hey, if that's the case, and it doesn't work, we'll just have to go back up. But I've got it sitting where I want it. Where it goes from here, we'll just have to see. I wish I didn't have all this plastic hanging all throughout the shop, so I could get a better shot of this thing, because these little bits that I can get just don't do it justice. It is, this makes all this work worth it. I can't wait till I can drive this thing down the road. It's it's been so much work to get to this point that, I don't know. Nights like this make it worth it. So you know what? I'm going to call it quits for the night. We're going to call that good. My bushings for my blocks and everything worked out great. Those things pulled down tight and everything is good. So, I don't remember if I had my tailgate on it last time. It came out pretty good. I don't have the latches in it. It's just sitting up there on the hinges. So, oh, I just want to fire this thing and get it outside so I can see what it looks like just sitting outside. But hey, too much still to do. We're going to move on to back to the front bumper, front filler panel goes between the grill and the bumper. Remember how bad the roof was? Yeah, the roof ain't got nothing on that filler panel. It's hammered. And I don't want to buy an aftermarket one because they don't fit. So I think I'm going to have to do as much modding probably to get the aftermarket one to fit as I'm going to have to do to get this hammered one that I have to fit. So we're going to go with it. And so that's where I'm going next, is that filler panel, get it hammered out and close. I'll get the grill and center section put back in. And the bumper's not too bad, but I'm going to shave the bolt holes. I think it has one buckle in it. So I'm going to heat it up, get that buckle out, shave the bolt holes, weld some studs on the back, and that should be it. I mean, clean it up and prime it. So here we are. More progress. Stay with me.